to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine runs fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Black metal flow, pounding beats to inside. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast tortoise does so well. Sit back, relax, time to chillax. Face the facts, morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show, let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Coffee for every dude.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Someone's happy today.
Hello, MTG HILLBILLY. Could you do back with moving full?
What's up?
Yo,
Hello, America.
America. Bow, 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 America.
That's
So,
right.
how are you guys doing the day today? How are
doing
you guys doing
good.
this morning? Yeah?
Second cup.
Second cup. It's a second cup kind of day.
Fifth cup.
This cup.
Nice. I love
Nice.
the spirit there, HILLBILLY. Fifth cup is always good.
Yeah,
He's
it's
not
all
seconds, he's Thursday.
Brussels sprouts where it keeps sliders sliding. Cane shaker, you're
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
Bliss, what's up?
yeah, James Wells. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to Collector Invest. Hello, hello. Neptune. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome. Boo.
Oh,
See if I can get to this.
Let's see. How
Good.
are we doing? So, today's a good day. Yesterday, we ended up watching the second Ghostbusters movie, the Frozen Empire. It was an all right movie. It's definitely somehow in New York, it didn't step up to the first film, which is ironic. It's like the first film of these two movies were so good, like being built up and everything, and the character building was there. And in this one, they didn't focus too much on character building, which I thought was kind of sad. But the movie was all right. It was fun to watch. Could have been a little bit different, but they really wanted to splash in the original OG Ghostbusters in the film that they could.
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that all the old Ghostbusters are getting older now.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on. The first Ghostbusters film was 40 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
And some of them are passed away, like the one that played Egon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
the guy
passed-
played
he's
Egon.
passed- Yeah, he's passed away in real life.
Yeah.
All right, that's why the opening to the first Ghostbusters Afterlife movie was really good, because they gave him a reason not to exist really in the series, and they made it really good. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw the first one a long time ago, and didn't they
40 years
make
ago.
another one that was all women, right? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Did
That
they
was
make
like
another
a
one?
few years ago. Yeah.
So they made
It's called
another
Ghostbusters
one.
Answer the Call. Ghostbusters Answer the Call is what that one was called. Then that one's like separate, not connected to the original Ghostbusters movies. But
Right.
Ghostbusters Afterlife and Ghostbusters The Frozen Empire are connected to the original series.
Yep.
Oh wow, I'm way behind. I thought they only made two.
No,
Really?
there've been more than two.
There's 5
Wow.
movies total.
Wow,
I thought it was 3.
who knew? Who
Three.
knew that
No.
franchise would go on?
You got
and on?
Ghostbusters 1, you got Ghostbusters 2, you got Ghostbusters Answer the Call, you got Ghostbusters Afterlife, and you got Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Wow,
Oh,
Yeah.
holy
Wow.
mackerel!
Yeah.
Who knew? Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So
behind the
that's
time.
how it works. That's how it rules. Like out of all 5 of those movies, Answer the Call is not in the same continuity.
Yep.
Even though there's a couple original actors in that movie for cameos.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think that I disagree with the afterlife one. You know, where it's the women. I disagree.
No. After the Call.
Oh, Answer the Call. Well, I disagree with that movie because I always thought, and I still think it. I think they should have linked that movie to the other ones by letting those
Yeah,
women
they
be
should
the daughters of the original cast.
Right, that would have been interesting. It would have been an improvement on the script if they did it.
Yep.
You know, like the lady who played Egon's character would have been perfect if that was Egon's daughter, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning,
Well-
TCG dude.
Well, I kind of feel out of the loop now because I've only seen the original. Now I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
go
no,
watch
our
the
the
original too.
I'm with
What's
you,
that?
Backwoods Collector.
No, I mean like the
Right.
original Ghostbusters. That's as far as I've
Right.
seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I'll probably seen them all, not remember. All of them.
Mm,
Yeah. You know, I kind of. Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, if I see them, I usually wait till they come out on stream.
Well,
well,
I don't
films in the
usually
80s.
I don't usually stay too up on things.
Yeah.
Right? Films,
This is
films
his
in
own
the
little
80s
bubble.
Well,
definitely.
here's a good example of it. Yesterday, I decided I was just going to pull YouTube up and watch some of the Olympics.
Nice.
I'm going to watch beach volleyball. So I searched it, pulled it up, and I watched the whole match. And the whole time I'm thinking, boy, beach volleyball must have gone down in popularity because there ain't nobody in the stands. And after I watched, I figured out that it was from 2020 during COVID. It wasn't even this year's Olympics I was watching for 2 hours.
So you're watching the. Wow.
Goodness, Backwoods.
And I'm like,
Oh,
oh, well.
man.
We need to get you some more coffee straight into your veins instead of into your stomach. Apparently.
All right.
Yeah.
Kane, check yourself. Question remains: who you gonna call? Well,
James Willis.
anyways, I was trying to comment. We're gonna call James Willis for sure. Movies in the '80s hit different. Like even though '80s films will date themselves with technology back then, like the phone connected to the wall and stuff.
Right.
But when you have films like E.T., Ghostbusters, The Poltergeist, and other films in that era, they just hit different. They have a better script layout, something a little more entertaining than we get today. It's interesting how that works. Because one thing I noticed the most when you watch movies from the 80s compared to today is a lot of films in the 80s have a lot of more character development and B-roll shots that help explain a story or a location or something.
Oh,
And
really?
you don't get too much character build unless it's in a 6-episode series of something like The Mandalorian.
I'm really hoping Beetlejuice 2 will have good character writing and stuff on it.
Yeah, another thing I find about the older movies is there's too much TCG, TGI. Yeah, get it out of the eventually. There's too much of that in the newer movies nowadays. Back in the 80s, they didn't have all that, and I don't think they even had the knowledge of all that.
Right.
And
a lot of the creativity back then compared to now had to be pushed, right? Like a lot of puppeteering, CG was god awful compared to what it is today.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
It's a lot of puppeteering, a lot of special effects were practical. They had to push a lot of effort and thought into what they did. Where today, where you can like basically, not saying it's this easy, but scrape up something really quick and throw it in a generation program and see how it works.
Yep.
You know, hey, your collection, yo, what's up?
Well, I think it's pretty common now. I think it's pretty common now today that anytime like a remake is done of a first original movie or something like that, or like a second movie that tries to expand on the story or something, those second makes just don't seem to live up to, what people want if the first one was good.
Right.
Right.
So I got a question.
Well, what's up?
Do you think that franchises go too far with remakes, that it just gets worn out?
Here's my opinion is a lot of them I think are meant to be one. It's just going to be a one-off movie. The studio is just going to make this, and it does so well that there's a little bit of greed sets in, and they're like, okay, this made money, let's make more money and make another one. And and I think that's how franchises happen.
That's what I like about The Mask, because The Mask was going to be a franchise, like more than one movie, but something happened in between development and they canceled it.
Right.
Then when they do make a sequel, The Son of the Mask, it wasn't as good.
Well, if you ask me, if you want to blame anybody or anything for franchises today, blame the 80s. All right.
Blame the 80s.
Blame the 80s, right? Here's why.
The 80s were great. You grew up in the 80s.
Right. So the 80s had like the Ninja Turtles, they had the Transformers, they had stuff like that. They had movies like Terminator. Terminator was more 90s, but yeah, Predator and stuff back in the day. That just continued to last for years because nostalgia came along. People loved the franchises. Some of the movies are so good, like Alien was a good movie and all that jazz, right? And somehow, when he come up with something like Too Fast, Too Furious, or Fast and Furious, somehow get like 10 films out of it. It's ridiculous.
I think they're on Fast and Furious 6 with The Rock and
I think they're on 7.
I think you can look at franchises and like individually, and then be like, this one made sense. All these series and all the movies and stuff, and then you can look at other ones and go, yeah, anything after the first was them just trying to make money.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Just trying to make money. That's pretty much it. I mean,
that's what it's about,
Well, take a look at Disney. Look at Disney. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Torres.
So I was saying, when I was going to touch on what you're talking about, I think the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, was like the best way to franchise because it doesn't focus on one thing all the time. You know, but now they're kind of misconstrued because they built so many high expectations.
Yeah.
But anyways, go ahead.
Take a look at Disney, for example. All right, when Disney made Little Mermaid, yeah, Little Mermaid was, a little white mermaid. Then they remade it to where she's mother ethic, and it is just as good as the original. A lot of people don't like it because
I don't know why
kind of changed the story.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
It still changed the story of it just a little bit.
Yeah, the new Mermaid movie was actually pretty good, though. Like, I thought it was pretty good. I just think people put a lot of saltware in the salt water.
Yep. But you got other movies like that also. You got Lion King.
Yeah, I think they should have made a sequel to Roger Rabbit. That was a great movie.
That would have been interesting. I don't know how they'd pull it off, but Disney could probably do it again since they pretty much own almost everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's a great movie. I mean, wasn't that the first movie where they had animation and real life together?
Yeah,
where they melded together.
Yeah, I think that's the first movie that did that.
It wasn't really the first IP to do it. It was the first one to do it in such an expanse, where there's tons of it. Because they've had cartoons look at the Incredible World of Mr. Snippet or
with Don Knotts. Yeah.
Right. Then you had
Yeah.
Mary Poppins, the cartoon dancing penguins. and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I forgot about those.
You also got
Yeah.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Yes, that should have been an Oscar winner.
Movie bomb.
I just think that you can look at so many things like that, movies and series and stuff, and at some point you look at it and you're like, they should have just left well enough alone.
Right.
You know, a big franchise that made lots of money was Cheech and Chong. I
Right.
don't know if you heard of them. They were a comedy group from the 70s. They were,
Yeah.
so they had records. Then they did 10 movies after they quit making records. 10 movies.
Right.
That's
a lot.
Yes. I mean, some are
It's like
better
how they
than
did
others.
Police Academy too, because there's a lot of those movies.
Yeah.
You got
they
National
make-
Lampoon.
Yep.
Yep. I don't know if they could have made a sequel to Animal House. I don't know if they did, or I don't think they did because, once the movie was over, the thing was done.
Yeah, a lot
Right.
of them they just end the storyline, and there's no more
Right.
story to it.
Right.
Right.
I mean, they do
How
that
some
in the
movies should
movie.
be.
They,
That's
they
how
do
most
tell
movies
you,
should be.
yeah, they do tell you at the end of the movie what the characters ended up doing, in the future, which I
Right.
like to know, So, yeah, but I'm not into. I'm just not into a lot of these cartoon movies. I don't know
Right.
why.
You should be. That's your fault.
Yeah, I mean, when you were kids, we watched a lot of them,
Mm.
but once things happened, and having little kids to watch movies with, so I just thought it was weird to watch.
Who says you need little
like-
kids to watch those movies? There's no excuse
Me,
to not
I
watch
say
those
that.
movies, Dad.
I say those.
No, there's
because
no
I
excuse.
think-
No
I think that-
excuse.
I think
You
that
sit
makes
down
for
and you turn on a Disney
children.
right now. You don't need children.
I
All
can
right,
borrow some
with
children,
that-
I guess.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. So many creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
Whoa! Look at that. We
Whoa,
made it to
whoa.
the first thing of the day. We're like 17 minutes into the flick, and we haven't even touched anything on the semi-chill topic of today at all. But it's all right. We had fun. We got there. But with that in mind, Hillbilly.
Oh yeah. Is it time for the
Card of the day. Combo breaker.
Bro,
cameo?
Ooh, Inquisitive
this
student.
is a card I think
Wow.
was really pretty cool.
Inquisitive
Yeah,
attack.
cameo, inquisitive student.
Create a clue token.
Nice.
Yeah, you want to read this, Hillbilly?
Sure. Could you do inquisitive students? I mean, cameo student. One blue, 0/3 legendary creature, moonfolk wizard with flying. Whenever cameo inquisitive student attacks, investigate.
Mhm.
Which, when you investigate, you means you just make a clue token and you pay 2. You sacrifice and draw a card. And when you
Right.
draw your third card in a turn, exile cameo, then return her to the battlefield, transformed under her owner's control.
Wow.
And it transforms into a planeswalker called Cameo Seasoned Scholar. Legendary creature Planeswalker.
Oh, wow.
It comes in with 2 loyalty, +2 until your next turn. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, it gets -1, -0 until end of turn. -3, which you can't do that when it first comes out. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. If it's a green card, add 1 mana of any color. Nice. And our -7 ability, draw cards equal to half the number of cards in your library, rounded up. Then you get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size. Nice.
Woo, woo.
Wow. Whoa.
It's pretty epic. Pretty epic.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Lad.
Hillbilly. That was quite a read.
I like
So is
that
this
-7 ability.
Is this a token card because it's printed on both sides?
No.
No, it's a real card. You just need a sleeve to cover it.
Yeah.
It's what you call a two-sided, just a
model
two-sided.
PFC.
Yeah.
So
Two-sided card.
here's a question probably for Tortoise or Hillbilly. It's a legendary creature on side 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it is technically could be your commander. In the commander rules, can it be your commander because it flips to the planeswalker on the other side? Because planeswalkers have to have it can be your commander printed on it, right?
Correct.
No. Any legendary creature could be your commander.
Yep. I knew that, but I'm like, is there a different rule because this becomes a planeswalker?
Nope, there's no different rule. In fact, the only thing that this changes is since the planeswalker is both blue and green, your commander is a Simic commander.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, if it was just a planeswalker, then the answer would be to that. Your question will be no, it cannot be your commander.
But I can't believe it's
but by it being a creature on one side, and it has to be the creature before it can be the planeswalker, then yes, you can have this as a commander.
Right.
Yeah, I just
like
knew
you
that
put it.
planeswalkers typically couldn't be a commander unless it had that printed on it.
Right.
That's when it's just a planeswalker. I have one called Esther the Mask.
the 0-3.
Let's roll on to some pictures. 0-3, yep. Let's roll on some pictures of the day. Boom.
Oh, ooh.
Coffee. Nature's little kiss of goodness.
Yeah, I was being just born on my 5th cup of coffee.
Yep. Manamunk, what's up?
Manamunk.
Yeah.
TCG dude.
But yeah. Then
Okay.
here's a picture of me in the bathtub.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you're missing some bubbles in the background there.
Oh, he's
Well,
happy.
all you got to do is fart, then you have some bubbles.
That's it.
That's right. When that first cup of coffee touches your soul, you're like, ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That's good.
That's what it
And
feels
here's
like.
one for those 80s nostalgia bits.
Oh, need coffee. Oh, yeah. That's off the Gremlins.
No, I can't remember exactly what the movie is from.
Isn't it Fraggle Rock?
No.
No, it's not Fraggle Rock. I think it's either from Star Wars, which I don't think it's from, or it's from the Labyrinth or something.
Labyrinth.
I was going to
That's
say,
it.
yep. If it's not Fraggle's Rock, it's Labyrinth, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right.
But he still needs coffee.
Still need coffee. And here's one submitted by here's a picture submitted by KJ Cowboy Dan. Boom. I don't know who all helped him make this, but that's pretty cool.
But he tries to
return to life as he tries a new coffee blend. Not strong enough.
Oh, somebody's in trouble. Wow. That's a great one.
Right. Yeah.
That's a great one. Nice. I'm jealous.
Oh, yeah,
he
that
has
was a fun one.
He has a super fast cup. I'm jealous.
Yeah. Can't wait till we can get super fast cups in. It's going to take a while.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jabba's
Yeah.
Patience.
It might, yeah. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, it is from Star Wars. Jabba the Hutt. One of his
Yeah, that's right. Jabba the Hutt. One of his minions.
D. Lawson mentioned it.
All right.
Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day.
The question of the day is brought to us by MTG Hillbilly, which is probably going to get a lot of slaughtered answers. Woo woo. Thank you, Hillbilly. Let's see what you have to ask.
Hey, everybody. MTG Hillbilly here. I got a question for you. How many content creators do you follow?
Yeah. How many contents do you follow? Content creators.
Oh, I don't know. I don't follow too many. I follow like 4, maybe 5.
Well, To be honest, I can't even answer that because I follow everybody.
So like I'm subscribed to a bunch of MTG content creators, but I follow to the people who actually interact with me. So I like having conversations or a connection with people on YouTube and feel like we can hang out. In fact, Hillbilly is the one content creator I watch the most. That's because I watch him every morning.
Oh, appreciate it.
I wanna say I probably follow, like, actually legitimately subscribe to probably less than 40. But then out of those 40, when I see that they posted something new, I probably consistently go and watch maybe 10 of them.
Man, Monk.
Right. See, like Manamonk, I watch him as much as I can of his stuff because him and I usually have a small conversation in his chat box, and he's always here.
Yep.
You know, it's like I scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of thing. But I genuinely try to watch people's content because we're supporting each other.
Well, the way I do, all right, you got your live content creators, you got your video content creators. I try to watch both, but if I miss a live content creator, I watch the replays.
Yeah, because I know I'm subscribed to over 100 MTG content creators. I don't got time to watch.
I would imagine I am too, because I find it so hard to watch all the content because there's so many.
That's just it. You can subscribe to 150, but it's hard to watch all of them. You got to watch, you got to pick and choose who you watch.
Well, and I think you end up going. I think you end up going back to the ones that really kind of are what you like and stuff like that.
Yep.
All right, man.
Right. Sometimes you gotta go back. The most impressive content creator who makes really top quality content on his channel that I love watching the most is James Willis.
Yep. I agree 100% with that, Tortoise.
Right.
Tortoise is absolutely right.
He makes his videos so good you can't find him on his basic channel.
Yep.
Wow.
But one day he might have a cane shaking video out there.
I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for that video to come out.
I can make one. I got a cane. I'll let it shake. Yeah.
One day I'll own a cane and be part of the Cane Popper Club.
Green Popper.
Cane Popper Club.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Moves, the strategies, and the flares. Super fast Tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.
That's right. Shell shock, go. Everybody get excited because we've made it to the semi-topic of the day. We're only half an hour in, but we did it.
How did we do that?
A lot of conversation and a lot of chillaxing.
Yeah, that's right.
So, the semi-topic of the day, I actually kind of focused this on Hillbilly because yesterday he was struggling with standard rotation.
Yeah.
There was the arena wasn't rotating fast enough for him. The Marina was giving him issues.
Well,
but now the semi-topic of the day is standard rotation.
All right, cool. All right. Well, the problem that occurred yesterday, rotation.
Yeah.
Was not actually the rotation part. It was the arena program completely because they rotated the cards, and then after they rotated the cards, they screwed their arena up to where you could not log in, and it ruined my streams because first morning stream it didn't rotate to about I want to say 11 o'clock, but 10, 11 o'clock I'm over here, so I didn't get to stream that. So then when rotation did happen, they screwed their game up where you could not log in. And they fixed it sometime yesterday, but it still screwed me up because I couldn't stream.
That's rough.
But as far as the cards are very good. And you got all right, let's talk about the old cards.
You got mono red. Mono red is fast, hasty, it can beat you down pretty dang gone quick. Well, lizards is Rakdos, yes, but they are the new mono red. What I mean by that is they're quick, they can kill you pretty quick, and lizards cost maybe 2 to 3 mana, and that is it. So they can do pretty much damage. I mean,
Pretty bad.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
So
we do
is
need
it-
to call,
so
yeah, we do
lizards
need to
and
call the
lizards
working
make
man
attack
on
with that.
wizards. Yeah, we do need to call the working man on wizards. That way they
Working
can come in and
man.
spray for the bugs.
Spray for the bugs.
I
We
believe
say
you.
there's a bunch of bugs and wizards.
Yep. Every time they,
In
every time, yeah, every
an
time
arena?
they, yeah, every time they release updates on Arena, something always goes wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
I mean-
well, I'm hoping
I'm
hoping with rotation some cards will drop in price. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
You should.
I was gonna say I may be one of the very few that pay no attention to rotation and standard and stuff like that, just because I'm completely commander and brawl on arena. So like I'm oblivious to rotation.
So rotation is kind of important to pay attention to, kind of, only because it can affect the price of cards that are leaving.
Right.
Yeah,
Like one card I want.
I will watch it essentially from the sense of prices, but not from the sense of like building decks and stuff.
Right. Right. Because like right now, surprisingly, I'm waiting for Nadu to jump up in price, but Nadu must not be as powerful as people were worried about because it's still like a $4 card.
I think that card got nerfed.
I don't know how it get nerfed. Like
I don't either.
it's the same card it was. They didn't change
Yep,
any rulings.
Right, it's still out there. But anyway, standard is going. I believe the meta and it's in standard. I believe it's going to get touched just a little bit, but you still got your your control decks, blue, white,
Right.
Azorius. You still got your Azorius control, and they're going to. Azorius control is still a force to deal with in standard, and but I believe that lizards are going to give Azorius a run for their money, especially mono red.
So Hillbilly, you think lizards are going to impact the standard meta pretty significantly?
Well, just a little bit probably, because you still got to go up against that Azorius control.
Makes sense because maybe Wizards went through Geico.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. That's right.
Ensured their lizard quality of life. Even though I don't know if geckos are considered a lizard. Are they? Probably, but they're definitely unique.
Yeah, they're a lizard.
Or a gecko.
The gecko. Yeah. The gecko lizard.
But you know how to catch a lizard, don't you?
Do I know how to what?
Catch a lizard.
Catch a lizard.
Yep.
Keep a grasshopper. Keep a grasshopper.
Way to catch a lizard, you go, lizard.
Jeez.
Yeah, we have one in our garage that eats all the ants. He comes around and eats all the ants.
You're lizard. All right.
A gecko deck.
Gecko deck will be triumph. That's right. The best way to catch a lizard is to have one of those sticky fly traps hanging from your ceiling with flies on them.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get stuck on those too. You can cook them and eat them.
Oh my god!
I'm kidding.
Well, you ever seen you've seen the Gila monsters and the goanna? I mean, I've seen a goanna close up. That's an Australian lizard.
Yeah, I've seen iguana. I've seen iguanas close up too.
They're like 6 feet and they're about 4 feet wide, and they climb the trees and they hide.
We were Florida. We were in Florida last March for a vacation and stuff, and I can do without whatever's running around in Florida, from yard to yard. Those things are huge.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I don't think we have anything too big out here. We just got regular tiny lizards that chase after bugs.
Yeah,
But,
luckily, we don't live in an area where Komodo dragons are just a regular thing.
I know. Good thing. Yep.
Or alligators. Or
Floridians.
Yes.
I didn't see any alligators, but whatever those lizards are and stuff were running around all over the place.
I don't know. Florida has a lot of stuff that people go there and they buy something from the store and they can't take care of it. They just throw it in the wild, and then things happen. They multiply, and
it's crazy. But thinking of such, Hillbilly, are you excited that Farewell's finally leaving Standard?
Yes, that and a bunch of other cards. There's also some cards that I'm sad about leaving.
Yeah,
but I'm still glad to see Farewell leave and Cameo. She left. And that's a good thing. I mean, Cameo's a good planeswalker. Don't get me wrong, but she's better. Not as good as a Wandering Emperor. I'm glad to see that card go. And
so, who decides what cards go?
Well, there's a time period for every set, and every 3 years, the oldest 4 sets leave Standard, and then when they bring there's 4 new sets that come in one at a time before the 3 years is up, and then that's when they rotate the oldest 4 sets out of Standard.
Oh, every 3 years.
Yep.
Who picks which ones go? They just
Watsy picks. Yep. And it's not picking, it's sets.
Okay.
Because you got you got Bloomburrow. You got what's another set? Outlaws of Thunder Junction. All right, when it gets down to rotation, those 2 sets will rotate out. I mean, it's going to be a while for those 2 sets to rotate out, but when it gets done closer, each 3 years they get older and older and older. And then eventually they will be rotated out. The whole entire set, not just certain cards. It's the whole entire set.
Oh. So what do you do? I'll go ahead.
Well, go ahead, Kujidu.
I say, what do you do with the cards that rotate out? You just put them in a box and put them on the shelf?
Well, they're still playable. They're still playable in certain formats, such as Commander and I believe Pioneer, maybe. Yeah, Pioneer. And so they're still good in those sets. I mean, those formats.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you got sets, you got formats. What a format is, that's different ways to play Magic.
Right.
But
to simplify it though, because to answer your question more directly and succinctly, is after your cards rotate from your deck, you take them out of your deck and you start a new deck.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
The cards are still playable in different formats, but you have to be involved and invested in those other formats to care about that.
Right.
And that kind of leads into the question that I was going to ask, and maybe it's a rabbit hole. Do you think the rules committee will ever entertain or go down the road of some type of rotation in Commander?
No. That's because Commander was based on a non-rotating format.
Yeah.
And I believe that
they have an extensive ban list.
I believe that if they did do something like that, that would make a lot of players quit the game. Yeah, because you get some players out there that's all they play is commander. They did make a rotating commander format. They would probably lose a lot of players and a lot of money.
Or I was going to say, you could have your individual play groups just say, make their own house rules and say, we're not going to, follow rotation.
Right.
Oh yeah, there's people who've done that. Like there was a time when me and my friends did a commander format where everything was from Ravnica on down, original Ravnica on down, and just to try it out because people there's a power level you can tell from different time frames where the power level is here or there. Then sometimes when you build a deck in a certain time period, a genre, so to say, it keeps the flavor intact and still.
Yeah, so what you were kind of doing on your own is like pushing down the power creep of not allowing newer sets.
Right, because right now we got so much support in Commander for things that we didn't have for years. You got all the mana fixing you need now compared to you did back then. You have so much draw power that you have now that you didn't have back then. It's insanity.
I'm sorry I missed all that stuff. Wow.
I think there's probably a lot of play groups that kind of just make their own rules.
Oh,
right.
What was that? 8-bit frog, 16-bit.
It was a turtle. It was a Teenage Mutant Turtle. See?
Oh yeah.
But no, yeah, like there's so much into Commander that like when you build a cube, for example, cube is a self-draftable set. When you build a cube, you kind of set a power level to the cube based on the format, time, and era you want the cube to represent. Like so if Backwoods Collector had a big enough play group and decided one day, I want to build a cube for us to draft from. He's like, I want to build an Innistrad themed cube, and he could do that, and they'll set a power level and a basis based on the sets and what they're in.
Wow.
Thematic.
Yeah, it's just so much history that I missed out on with Magic.
Well, I think that's one of the unique things about Magic is the fact that there are those formats within the game where, like a lot of games, it's just the game. That's the way it's played. There's no differences in it.
Right. So much differences. There's so much inference too, and the different formats lead to different power levels and things. Like when they do Modern Horizon sets, that really pushes the envelope for modern and not standard because it will help. Because I could probably break standard more than modern, but it's there to help push for modern.
So standard is the oldest. So standard is the oldest format, right?
What do you mean by oldest?
Well, when the Magic came out, they came out with standard, right? Or did they come out with all the formats?
The only thing to play. It's called Type 1, I believe, back in the day. But yeah.
I believe it's when they first made Magic. I believe the first format they made was standard.
Then they came out with the next one, which would be
Commander.
Standard. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. I don't get. So you collect different cards. You collect different cards for different formats.
Correct.
Well, and then there are cards too that are like, I don't know if they do it intentionally. I'm guessing they probably do it intentionally, but like you can read some cards and be like, oh, it's definitely a commander card, because it says each player or something, indicating that, there's probably 4 or 3 players there.
Exactly. Like the card says, each opponent discards a card. All right, each opponent. All right.
Yeah, then for sure that was meant as a commander card.
Exactly. That speaks to me as commander, and not one-on-one. Right. Standard is usually one-on-one.
TC Dude has a quick question for the crew. What deck archetype are you looking to build for standard after rotation? Well, I don't play much standard.
Well, right now,
Then,
go ahead.
well, and I was about to say, and as late bloomers go.
I am so sorry about that. I ended up having to deal with something last night. Something in your community happened, and it brought me into the very middle of it. And we'll talk about it off stream.
All right.
Well, to answer that question, standard is let's see, what was the question? What deck archetype are you looking to build for standard rotation? Right now, Lizards is one of the most powerful decks that's out there right now. With not because of the simple fact is Lizards are outlaws. Outlaws came out in Outlaws of Thunder Junction. There's so much synergy between Outlaws of Thunder Junction cards and Bloomburrow cards, and that's which making Lizards such a strong competitive deck.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm back.
Yeah. Well.
Sorry, it's been a while.
You're good. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of enchantment support. And in fact, from what I was watching Captain Waffles talking about, he's glad the enchantment deck's kind of going away.
Oh, those fighting words. I love my enchantment deck.
Enchantment deck.
We do.
I don't think that.
Good
morning,
dude. What's up?
I can't answer the question at all because I don't interact with rotation.
All right, and I don't even know if I'm going to open Bloomburrow yet on Arena. I'm still waiting to get some. I'm still waiting for the point till I get some real cards in hand or some singles to put in decks or cubes. It's crazy. So it's kind of a weird question for the crew, but that was more of a question for Hillbilly. But Hillbilly builds like 3 different decks a day.
Yeah, he does. For real. For real feel. He's just like me.
A day. Wow. That is super amazing.
Super amazing. But no, rotation's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
You know, like I'm waiting. I want to see what the next Pro Tour is going to look like if they go standard route.
That's going to be interesting.
I don't know how they do that. I don't know. But
I don't know.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. So it's lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
What? What's up?
My boo.
Oh, welcome to that. We're actually about 50 minutes in the show, like late. But I understand. But it's time, so it's time to get to that shill section. Some of you got to go to work today because it was Wednesday, not Friday. When I said backwards collector go to work.
It's hump
we could do
day.
that for work. Go back to the Coca-Cola factory. Hump day. Right. Well, anyways, let's get to the section. Boom.
Alrighty, folks. The channel growth is still going strong. 528 subs. Awesome. Appreciate it. I do have memberships open on the channel. And if you want to join, I mean, it's 3 different levels of memberships. The lowest one is like 99 cents. And there's perks set up there. And also, I'll be doing another arena stream this afternoon at 2 o'clock. And let's keep on growing the channels. Not only my channel, this channel too. And everybody else is on the panel's channels. Let's help them out. Let's get the channels growing. And
yeah.
It's really all I have to show for today, and I'll see everybody at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. All right, backwoods collector.
Well, I never really know when I'm going to do an impromptu arena brawl, but that may happen. and I'm still kind of waiting on the weekend to see the weather, you know, and if I can get out and make some videos, you know, out at the shack, that'll be coming later on, and then Sunday night like normal, 9 p.m. Central, after dark in the backwoods.
After dark.
Yeah, backwoods. And moving full. Anything you want to say?
No, not today. I'm kind of
right.
spaced out right now, so I don't really.
All right, could you, dude?
Hey, how you
got a song of the
doing?
day?
Yeah, I got a song of the day. We got a lot of songs of the day, but it's off this album. I don't know if anybody remembers this album. Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti. And they got a lot of songs on here, but In the Light. That's the song of the day, because In the Light. In the Light. In the Light. It's just bang. You can see what's going on.
That's pretty cool.
Light.
It's Led Zeppelin, In the Light. Classic.
It's a classic. It's one of their best albums out there. But anyway, enough of that. I'm going to pass the torch.
KJ.
Well, I'm sorry I'm like uber last minute late. I do have to apologize to everybody for in your community for multiple things.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not making this an apology video. I'm sorry, not for being late, but for those people who were in your community last night, had to witness me in a situation that was forcefully put upon me by somebody else within the community. We're not going to go into it, but I do apologize that I had to be in this situation. And as of today, you will probably see me less about. I'll be hanging out with you guys here on stream because of the last night's situation. I will never be late here again.
Very good.
You're good, man.
We'll talk a little bit more after the show.
Yeah, so don't put me in the tabloids.
So, anyways, today is Wednesday, so that means it's video game night. So I'll see you guys playing some Horizon Zero Dawn later on. But with that, my friends, we're coming to the show to the close. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful everything. You guys rock. You guys rule. You guys are amazing. Thank you for showing up.
Everybody. Peace, love, and
thank you for having us.
Yes.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that